if you take this website here, to start with, it's got to be W3C valid to be ADA compliant. So you've got one regular error and 8 contrast errors and 34 alerts. If we look at the different pages, because it's got to be for every single page, so that's just the home page. So if we click on articles, the articles again can't be validated. It's got the code's got to be W3C valid to be ADA compliant. So if it's not W3C valid, it's not ADA compliant. But again, this one's got 31 alerts, and you don't want any alerts either. You don't want any alerts. You've got 8 contrasting errors, 1 errors. You got 20 features. And then on this last page, if we click on, say you click on this, then on this page, again, it can't be validated, so it's not ADA compliant for that alone. But you've got the same thing, 35 alerts, 8 errors, and one regular error, 8 contrasting errors. If we look at the page speed, on the home page, it's got it can't be spidered because this is going to be under a second. This is going to be under 3.5. This is 6.7 seconds. I mean, that is huge when you lose 53% of your traffic at 3 seconds. On that second page, you've got 2.4, so it's not able to be spidered. It's going to be under a second, and this has to be under 2.5 seconds. And if you look at the article itself, it's 2.8, which can't be spidered, and 4.2 for the largest content paint. So every single page has to be checked. So if we come back over here now, and we look at and this page isn't completely set up yet, but you've got your articles, and these images have all got to be changed and everything else. But every single page has to be checked. So as we add in the content and everything else, we've got to come through here and check every page. So you look and you say, on the first page we didn't have an error, but because we were tweaking and changing things, on accident I put a div tag inside of a label, and I didn't realize I'd done that. It was an accident. I've got to go back and fix that. But you can see how easy it is to make a mistake on the coding. Now, on the same 2 pages where we checked, the same pages over here, you've got your articles. On the articles, there's no errors. And then on the article itself, where it's written out, there's no errors. But here on the home page, there's no errors, but there is a warning. And here we've got 4 features, where over here he's got 8 features, or 17 features. So or 20 on that one. So we want to look at the features so that we want to outdo this website in every way possible. So we've got to come back in and tweak some of that stuff. But if we look, we've got 1 alert on the home page, 5 alerts on this page here, and we've got 2 alerts on this page. So all that stuff has to be fixed. If we look at our load times, the home page is perfect. We've got it's not really perfect, but we haven't optimized it for speed yet either. So this will be below 8 milliseconds when we finish. On this page here, though, we've got some performance issues we've got to fix. This one's taking 3 seconds. So this stuff has to be checked as you're building through here. This one takes 2.6. So both these have ranking penalties on them because they've got to be under 2.5, but we want all this under 0.8 when we finish. But the other thing is we add these pages now, and what we've done, if you look on this home page here, if we come back to the home page, when you click on this link here, it opens up a box. This box will be blocked by a lot of pop-ups. A lot of pop-ups are going to block this, but it also makes it a little bit confusing as far as what's going on next. What we want is we want our call to actions to be clear exactly. You've got a phone number here. We've moved the phone number down to the bottom of the home page. Just because if somebody's looking for a phone number, they'll usually scroll a little to get it. We don't have a link out to the web design company, where here you're bleeding links to the web design company. We've got a lot more to do to the site still, but as we do it, each page we add, we're trying to get the design right, the optimization right, and the SEO right. If you come in here and you click on articles and you look at the title tag for the articles, this just says articles. So this isn't really, it's got your name on here, but it's not really trying to rank for anything to do with law, with criminal law, with any type of law stuff. It just says articles. So we want to kind of optimize that page a little bit better. But the other thing we want to do is we want to set it up. The way this should work is, and here, we're working on this drop down here where you can go straight to the different things if you want to go to it. But and also on the FAQ, you've got an FAQ. Look at that. That's got a problem we got to fix. But when we're setting these things up, we're trying to set it up so that right now, if you look at the FAQ is only for bankruptcy. So instead of having because if I'm here, I may think, I want a FAQ about the student loans. If I click on student loans, now I'm completely off the FAQ. I'm looking at the services. So what would be better, in my humble opinion, is if you're here and you're looking at the FAQ, if I click on bankruptcy, it should be FAQ for bankruptcy. If I click on student loan, FAQ for student loan and disability and family law, and all this stays within the FAQ page. But the other thing is, what we're wanting to do is have it set up so that every single article about Social Security disability goes here. Every single article about personal injury goes there, and these pages, we're still tweaking and fine tuning these. It's just because it's not like these images none of the images are correct yet. We got to go through and do all the images. But as we're doing this, so every time I put the website online, I check the code and everything else. I go back through and I tweak those pages to fix the problems and everything. But like with articles, the idea is that these articles are going to rank, and these articles are going to get traffic to the article. So if somebody's looking for 4 ways to make Chapter 13 bankruptcy, we want this article to rank in the search engines, and then we want this article to get traffic to the website, and then we want a call to action on every single article. So the purpose of the article is to go out, rank in the search engines, get links to the articles, and then use that content to try and push people. So, and this isn't fully set up yet, but when somebody's on this article right here, we should have the call to action at the end of the article to take us to whatever the article is about. And that stuff's still being set up. The steps for the different things, I'm still messing with the different steps, trying to figure out exactly what the best steps are, or the best way to what questions to ask and everything as we work through this. But I'm still setting it up. But the idea is to have a family law page. Look at that. That one's got a problem too. I got to fix those. But those will probably be fixed. And I'll try and put it online today with those things fixed. Because they are fixed, I believe. If I'm over here on the current website where I'm working at, no. But the reason that's doing that is because I changed this link on the Social Security. If you look at what it's telling me that the link for the Social Security is not any good anymore. And that's because I redid the Social Security. And when I redid the Social Security, I changed the link to the homepage right here. So it's telling me that there's an error on that link, that the link's no good anymore. So I've just got to go through and fix that link on all those pages and everything. But anyway, those pages aren't going to stay the same, because if we're on the personal injury page, we want all this information here to be about personal injury. We've got car accidents, truck accidents, Uber accidents. Everything on this page should be about the car injury or about accidents. And this right here is not going to work, because this is just injured. What it should be is something to do with Alabama injuries or Alabama car accidents or Alabama. So each page is going to be set up as a landing page that then funnels you back into one of the main pages like this. So this right here should have literally thousands of pages linking to it, all about the different types of injuries. So each one of these would be a injury, and then when you clicked on this, it would say, hey, you want to file an injury claim or something, and then it would take you to this page. And then all those links coming into one page should allow this page to easily dominate the search engines for pretty much anything you want. If you've got 10,000 links coming to one page, internal links, all those internal links have the ability to get external links. So if you write a good article and somebody says, I like that article, and they link to it, then that's another link coming to that page. It's going to give it even more page rank, and then, or page juice, and then that page juice is funneled back into this main page. So I'm working on trying to get it tweaked and fine-tuned and everything, and at the same time I'm checking all the code and all constantly to try and make sure that there's no problems like what we're seeing on these other pages right here that's going on. So, and like, I mean, on this home page, you know, just one mistake, and now you've got to come back in here and do a little coding fix here. But we're trying to put the website together, but we're trying to get it 100% perfect so that there's nothing on it, and set up and optimized for the search engine, so it's going to rank for all the different keywords you want to rank for. And in addition to that, do something with those keywords to be able to convert them. And if you look right here, when you're on this website, you've got the client login that takes us to another website. This takes us to mycase.com. And a lot of people have complained about MyCase. They said that they've got, you know, problems in the code and other stuff. But there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to duplicate the parts of MyCase that you're using straight into the website. So now you've got total control how the client information is used, what it does, how it works, what you see when you log in, what it sends you. You've got your calendar and everything in your own back end, so that your website is no longer, you no longer have to pay money to 100 different websites to get what you want. Your website should be able to handle all that stuff. So I'm tweaking and fine-tuning a lot of things, and I'm trying to get it to do a lot of stuff that your average website doesn't do. So it's taking a minute to set this thing up because of that. But when we finish, we should have, one, all custom images, and two, we should have some really cool forms that you can fill out and work through, that then takes and uses that content in a way that when you get it, it saves you a lot of time and everything else, and brings all your information into your website. So now you're logging into your own website. It's sending you messages, text, whatever you want. We should be able to make the website do it. So now you've got everything in one place, and your website becomes a partner in your business, instead of just a brochure that sits over here on the side and really doesn't do anything.